Hey, I'm here with a quick video for y'all. You remember the young lady? I think it happened last year, or maybe it was a year before last, where she claimed she was walking down the street with a bunch of a couple of girlfriends, and this guy was flirting with her, asked her for her number because she refused to talk to the guy. She said he took a brick, slammed it across her face, and her face was like out to here, right? And after she said that, the world was kind of split social media. Many people were believing her. I was believing her because I was like, how could you just get this face like the way she's saying it if somebody didn't do anything to her? So, people were saying she was lying. People started to come out and say she was lying. But before the truth really came out, she got $42,000 via GoFundMe. And they said she used the money to fund little trips, spa treatments, ride shares, whatever else she used the money for. Well, now she was found guilty of a crime of lying, defrauding the GoFundMe. She has to spend 90 days in jail, and she has to pay back that money. And I think she got 10 years of probation where she cannot do any social media that entire time. Let me share a screen so we can get more into the story. Let's see. Here it is.
We begin with some late breaking news. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle joining us live from the newsroom now with what's going on here. Sherman.
Yeah, so there's a few top stories that we're looking at. GoFundMe schemers found guilty tonight. Car crashes into a vet clinic in Montgomery County and fire scorches land in Galveston Island. That's some of the top stories tonight. Let's start with the GoFundMe scheme story. Remember Rhoda Osman? We talked about her a few times for the last couple of years. In 2023, she was known as the Brick Lady online. She made claims that a man threw a brick at her head outside of a bar in West Houston because she didn't give him her phone number. Well, she went on to collect $42,000 through a GoFundMe campaign she started after that. Well, a Harris County jury found her guilty of theft. She has to spend 90 days in jail, 10 years probation. She has to pay restitution, 10 years of no social media, which is big for her brand. All right, so let's go to the second story in Montgomery County. Crazy.
So, and then the young man who was accused of throwing this brick at her, he spoke out.
Her name is Rhoda Osman. Online, she's known as Brick Lady, and her video went viral in 2023. But tonight, she is here in the Harris County Jail after a jury found her guilty of stealing more than $40,000 in a GoFundMe scheme.
This man just hit me in my face with a brick.
The selfie video by Rhoda Osman got millions of likes, but prosecutors say her claims of a man throwing a brick at her head didn't match the evidence.
She kind of made the couple months that happened my life a living hell.
Olin Douglas is the man she told police threw the brick at her outside a Houston bar in 2023. He never got charged, but she did, after raising more than $42,000 online. Now, more than 2 years later, a jury found Osman guilty of theft, deceptively raising all that money.
I'm glad that she didn't get away with just being able to lie. It seems like she gets on social media and just manipulates and scams people.
Douglas is happy with the jury's verdict. The judge's sentencing plan, even more so. Osman will have to spend 90 days in jail, according to prosecutors, and pay full restitution. She'll be on probation for 10 years. Any violations could mean she goes to prison. But on top of that, she can't use social media in that 10-year period.
I'd say it's pretty rare.
Defense attorney Joe Venus isn't connected to the case, but says he's never seen a social media ban as a condition of probation.
If somebody's sophisticated enough with social media to commit a crime using social media, I imagine that it's a pretty big part of her life. So it's going to be difficult for her. But as I remind my clients all the time, probation's supposed to be hard.
Consequences Douglas says he hopes Osman faces after he received death threats, and the case got the internet's attention.
When this happened, it seemed like the world was loud. She had loud supporters. She had loud fans. And I'm just interested Where are y'all now?
We should note the judgment and final conditions of probation have not yet been signed in this case, but additional hearings have been scheduled when that could happen. Osmond's defense attorney has not responded to multiple requests for comments, but based on records, we know they do plan to appeal this conviction. As for how her head ended up looking the way it did, prosecutors tell me the leading theory shared by a detective during the trial is that Osmond fell and hit her head on a car door frame while intoxicated. And as for all the money, bank records revealed it got spent on trips, spas, and ride shares. Reporting downtown, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Well, sir, to the gentleman that you said, where are they? Where are you now? Well, I'm here. All right, I'm here. Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I did believe her. I was like, how else could she have that big lump on the side of her face? But it's a shame that this young man got death threats. Okay, it's not fair, it's not right. So I'm here to report she lied. She got convicted. And she needs to just do the time, stay off of social media, because some people be doing the most to get clicks and views on social media. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. And you know what? Let me tell you something. For the most part, 90% of the time at the very least, I think it's even higher, but I'll go with 90. 90% of the time, I always try to connect some news clipping or news station video to my stories, because people swear you be lying even when you got the evidence to prove it. It's just crazy to me. But I do at least try to do that so you know that I ain't trying to do no clicking, no view here. This is the story I read, and I'm here to talk about it. This is the video I heard on the news, and I'm here to discuss it, okay? So I'm not trying to stretch and exaggerate the truth. When I discuss it, it's my opinion, but I'm discussing something that I actually saw in the article or on the news. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.